TravelingMel. Hello from Hvar, Croatia. We want to give you a little tour of the island or just the part of town that we are nearby in our Airbnb, and just all the things that we've really been delighted with since we've been here for about 3 weeks. So first off, our view. Oh my gosh, we rented this place on Airbnb, and we'll leave a link below for a $35 off code for you. And we didn't know much about it, and it is one room, which after 3 weeks of us all together is kind of a lot, but this view is out of control of the Adriatic Sea. Every morning we look through the window and see this first thing, and it's beautiful. So, but there's a lot of other beautiful things to see. Let's go. Trash and recycling is decorated and scenic with these lovely succulents. So many plants here, it's so beautiful. There are so many cats in Hvar, probably on the whole island, and they're really cute. A lot of them are friendly. Probably could use a spay-neuter clinic, but who am I to say? But we've had fun playing with them. Also a lot of dogs, but people's pets' dogs. Everybody seems to have a dog here. You see them walking around with their dogs all the time. This is the first harbor we pass on our way into town, and if we were here in the summer, we would be able to go on a boat tour or something like that, but they're all closed for the season. But I just can't get over the incredible turquoise and cerulean and blues, all the colors of the water here. It's just, every time we walk by it, which is every day, it blows my mind. Whenever we walk by this section, of course, the kids jump off the wall and run across the rocks. So that's been a fun little diversion on our walk to town. This is the Franciscan monastery and church, and has a pretty little cloister and courtyard and a museum as well. And I especially like this statue of St. Stephen. Here. But no roads. This is Hvar Harbor, and right here is where we get the ferry. It's pretty deep, so we can get the ferry over to Split, and we get our first big view of the town. And big fishing boats come in here too. We've seen a couple big fishing boats. They pull in, they pull all the fish out of their net, and then they sell them right from their boat. And sometimes they throw them on the walkway accidentally, and then you step on them, and then you have dead fish all over your shoe. But it is quite picturesque. So behind me is the Fortress Spagnola that was first built in the first part of the 1st century, and then built upon that by Venetians and others along the way. And we got to go up there. It was really neat, great view of the whole area. And it sounds like maybe the Advent festivities are going on in town. You can hear some music, and there's some Christmas houses that people have talked about, but we haven't seen open yet. So we are going to check that out. Obviously, in a town this old, there are a lot of historical buildings. Behind you, which you can't see, is the theater, which was once an arsenal, but not the kind of arsenal where you store weapons, the kind of arsenal where you repair ships that come into the port. I don't know. Behind me is the loggia and the clock tower. And then over here is St. Stephen's Square. And at the end, the church, which is having some work done on the facade, is St. Stephen's Church and what's left of the Bishop's Palace. And it's all kind of lit up and pretty at night this time of year. Narrow streets are so cool. We've been having fun just wandering around them, even though everything's closed, just looking at them and all the plants and everything outside. Really neat. In the summer, this place is a total party scene, but right now there isn't much open, but there are these coffee shops and bars, and there's a really strong coffee culture here in Croatia, so you'll see people sitting out here all day, every day. Not all day, but you start out and drink some coffee, and then you move on to your wine or beer or rakia or whatever you're drinking. But anyway, strong coffee culture. That's a coffee shop. You can tell things get a little wild in a town when you have signs like this. Wah wah. Yeah, it's really beautiful in here. The streets are so narrow and everything is old stone and rock, which I know are the same thing, but we just love it, and I love all the greenery. This kind of softens up the place. Thanks for watching our little tour of Hvar, and we are going to go to the Christmas houses and get a drink. And you should check out the blog TravelingMel.com for more stuff on Croatia and other countries, and subscribe and leave a comment and thumbs up this video. See you next time.